But all right, so I'm gonna show this video for people who know we were at Flugtag, just like looking out, like there's people as like far as you could see. It was like it was insane. And we were the first one, so everyone was all sober yet, you know. We'll play this video so people know exactly what we're talking about. What? I like that. What? But the funniest thing is whenever I watch that is because I haven't watched it in a very long time. You go in the water, I jump in after. It almost looks like I'm trying to save you, but instantly I start to drown. So I want to explain it for the people who are listening on the audio. So what it was is people made like these crafts, and you wanted to see which one goes the furthest. Ours had no plans of going very far. It was a Kwik Trip semi truck with banana wings. You were on top. Yep. Everyone told me after, like, we're jumping in. Everyone was like, we're jumping in after, because that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, for sure we are. And then everyone, like, one by one was like, yeah, I don't think so. And so I wasn't going to, because I was like, I don't want to be the only one who doesn't. But then I was like, I always feel like if you got like something that you're gonna do, like there's like once in a lifetime thing, you just gotta go for it. So I was like, I'm jumping in this thing, but I'm like wearing jeans, can't swim very good. I didn't realize how far it was. I felt like I was falling like forever. I was like, I'm never gonna let. And then when I went underwater, it was literally like half a second, and like in the video, it's like half a second. It felt like 30 seconds. I was down there, fishes, and there was animals flying by. I was like, oh, I gotta swim back up. I'm wearing a life jacket, but I'm like, felt like I was under there forever. And then I got up and I was like, and I was like dying. And then some guy was like with a ski-doo. He's like, jump on the back. And I'm like, I'm dying, bro. Come get me. I just latch on. They have like a thing on the back. I grab it. They like drag me over because you're already up, right? So they drag me over. I get on this ladder, and then they're like, and I'm like dying. And it feels like I have stuff coming out my nose. Like I'm just like dying. They're like, hey, they're gonna interview her, but we want you to stand next to her. And I was just like, I felt like I had stuff coming out of my face. I was just like, you're getting interviewed, and I'm sitting there just like trying to like figure it out. And I was just thinking, I hope they don't ask me anything because I'm still dying.
I'm so happy that you just shared your perspective from the experience, because you've never told me what it was like from your angle. I've only ever thought about it from mine, which was like very scary, but that sounds really traumatic.
Yeah, and the thing is too, because when I wasn't sure if I was gonna jump, and then the guy was like yelling, jump, if you're gonna jump now. And he's just like yelling at me. Like you can see it in the video. He's like, if you're gonna jump. And then I walk towards the edge, and he's like, freaking jump. Like I thought he was like coming behind me and just punch me in the back of the head. Like this guy was, because he had to keep the thing going, you know, he had to like keep her moving. Right, yeah. And he's like, jump, and he's telling me right there. And I was like, oh, that made me like think like I better not miss that spot, or like something horrible is gonna happen. I'm gonna ricochet off a piece of wood from the summit. It's gonna stick into my ribs. I'm gonna bleed out here. And then they'll just like hook me up and just drag me off. The show must go on. But I did survive. So all right, so we heard my side of it.
33 feet though with that semi truck.
Yeah. How did you get the gig to be up on top?
Okay, so I was doing a podcast with QuickCast, the Kwik Trip podcast. Yeah. I was doing an episode with them, and then I think it was right after the episode, Paige, the social media specialist, she asked me, hey, do you want to be our pilot for Flugtag? And I had no idea what that meant, what Flugtag was, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'm never going to say no to Kwik Trip, right? Like I've been working so hard to be involved with them. Like I will say yes to every opportunity, no matter what they ask me. And so then I'm like, yes. And like, didn't miss a beat. But then I was like, okay, what is it? Like, so I committed to it. Right. And so but then I learned what that actually entailed. Like, But I'm like, I'm terrified of heights, jumping into like big bodies of water, like it's terrifying. Like, I mean, oh my, like it's like all of my fears kind of wrapped into one, right? And being pushed by people, like it's just terrifying. But it was okay. I lived, right? But that, I mean, really, that's how it happened. They asked me, they were like, we didn't know, we didn't have a backup plan. They were like, you're the only person we wanted to ask.
That's awesome. Yeah, because someone asked, like, if they didn't ask her, like, would you have? And I was like, I'm glad she's doing it. Same thing. I wouldn't have said no, but I remember like your face when they were explaining like what to do, like when we were there, like make sure you're standing right there, nowhere else. I'm like, oh, this chick's not gonna make it, bro. Like, we're gonna be fishing her out. I was really glad that you were up there. I didn't even know what was up there. What was up there? It wasn't flat, right?
No, I had to balance on a little like ledge up on top of the semi. You're asking, right?
Yeah.
I had to balance up. Like I was like Spider-Man up there in a like a lateral lunge. I had to hold on to one handle. They gave me one handle for my two hands. It was one tiny little handle. My two fingers could fit on it. Oh my gosh, it was terrifying. And then they gave me a helmet, bike helmet.
Yeah, dude. I think if that had been me, I probably would have slipped before it left the dock, and I would have just went and just got drug underneath it and just fell off the cliff.
Well, yeah, that's the original plan. So we never even really like regrouped after this, but what happened wasn't what we had planned to happen. So the plan was for me to jump out as far as I could. But so the drop off came so fast. You guys must have been running as fast as you possibly could.
You know me.
Right. Because we had a team of 4 or 5 people pushing the banana wings, pushing the back of it, whatever. And so then pushing me off, whatever. And so then the drop happened before I was ready for it. And so I just fell straight down. I didn't even have leverage or anything to like push off. And so then like you can see it in the video, I just dropped. Like, and so then I landed underneath that, like the truck just goes,
yeah.
And they were like, oh, we weren't expecting that.
Like, you guys didn't test it with a dummy or something? No, like, yeah, because the video, obviously, like, I didn't see that live because I was pushing, but the video actually looks scary, like how it kind of falls back. And then that's kind of how I seen it. It's kind of hollow because I didn't know because they didn't like let us inspect it or nothing. They're like, you're just pushing it. You don't need to see everything. But, but like, so I was never up there, but it's a good thing it was hollow.
Right. Yeah. Because I then go on deep under the water, whatever. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to come up and I'm going to be right under the truck. And so then when I came up, I could feel the truck, the frame of it. And so then I was like, okay, I got to push over and find a banana wing. And so then I found the banana wing and then I came out and then I saw the jet ski guy.
Yeah. Were they panicking? Because there was a lot of people.
He looked a little bit afraid. But then I was like, I'm good. And then I gave a big thumbs up to everybody in the crowd. And then I could hear people yelling, she's good. She's good.
Yeah, see, I would have probably died. I would have just been like in there on the inside, just had to come get me. Like, I'm not coming out.
I know. I should have made it like more dramatic.
Yeah, just stayed in like in the middle. You know, you got air. You're in there. They got the whole SWAT team. Helicopters are flowing.
And then stand up like,
yeah. Here I am, people.